Let's explore Tibetan tradition and 4 other spiritual poems. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi. Today's first poem, Tibetan Tradition. When I told Genwang Mo that I desired to be a monk, a predatory expression danced upon teacher's face, who then asked me how I would support myself. For in the Tibetan tradition, monastics must pay for room and board and robes and books and the like. This money often comes from family or friends or patrons who make donations or students. And monks who find no patronage sometimes become wandering, long-haired Buddhist yogis. As a disabled fellow, I found this to be quite physically taxing and have resolved that the Buddha Joy Meditation School, 501c3, would use the donations it received to support the next generation of monastics, that they might study and practice without the ensnaring distraction of searching for sustenance, shelter, and instruction. The feeding and guidance of the poor, veganism, and sustainability we also support. So please enjoy all the blogs and podcasts and videos and live webinars that the Buddha Joy Meditation School freely offers you. And I hope you will find it in your heart to support us with a monthly tax-deductible donation through PayPal. Today's second poem, Prejudice and Control. Oh, you're a Jew? Cooed my Filipina landlady upon our initial meet. That must mean you are smart and very good with money, she concluded. Some Jews are smart, others are dumb. Some Jews are kind, others are cruel. Some Jews are rich, others are poor. Some Jews are handsome, and others quite ugly, I explained. So Jews are just like everybody else? She rightly surmised. For within every demograph lies every other demograph, like never-ending patterns of mathematical fractals seen in snowflakes or the chambers of a nautilus. And thus findings of mathematics and sociology and psychology and zoology make folly of all prejudice. The hopes of controlling our fellows or our circumstances, based on broad sweeping generalizations and the predictions that they make, are the fruit of fear and its quest for safety. But our bodies are only so resilient, and even less our hearts. So safety is an understandable desire. But the sage has taught true safety is only accessed by so training in simplicity, patience, and compassion that they become our habit. Thus, we become like Qui-Gon Jinn, who, when stranded on a desert planet in the middle of a diplomatic mission, was able to reassure his Padawan learner, I counsel patience. The solution will present itself. Today's third poem, Worst. Sometimes I think What if I run out of ideas? What if I never write again? Our brainstem is the world's worst cheerleader, always happy to shout to us of all the many ways we could fail. The solution is neither to argue with it, nor simply give up. Buddha's solution to any internal prognostication of doom is to be aware of it, is to be vulnerable toward it, is to be non-conceptual about it. During our inhalation, we notice the grotesquerie of our inner cheerleader of doom. And during our out-breath, we physically relax as best we can, which leads us to intellectually and emotionally let go. We can be honest with ourselves. I fear negative outcome. I do not like to think of such things. I do not like to feel such things. Letting go does not mean that we love our inner cheerleader's prophecy of doom. It simply means that we have the wisdom to see that resisting our stress multiplies our stress. But that conversely, noticing it and relaxing into it could be our best bet to intuit the solution to our dilemma, if there is a solution. And if there is not a solution, to recover and move on. For our job is not to win every battle. Our job is not to battle at all. Our job is to notice and let go and love spontaneously, habitually, easily, and effectively. From Buddha's perspective, as long as we notice, let go, and wish others well, then we really are winners. And centered spontaneity could take care of everything else. For my job is neither to write nor not to write. My job is to master mindfulness, insight, and compassion. The centered spontaneity they generate. Sit back and enjoy the ride, using every opportunity to notice, let go, and love. Today's fourth poem, Control. Tibetan prayer flags can be beautiful things, blue, white, red, green, and gold, fluttering in the breeze. But Tibetan prayer flags can be messy, dusty, ratty, disorganized things rendered asymmetrical by the random breeze. And as such, they serve as a metaphor. For the nature of life could be as beautiful as it is messy and unpredictable in its splendor. Just as it could be folly to squander our hours forever straightening our prayer flags, is it any better laboring to control our companions and our circumstances? Today's fifth and final poem, The Way Things Seem. Superficially, relative truth is the way things appear, sound, smell, taste, feel, and seem, permanent, separate, and utterly tangible. Profoundly, absolute truth is the way things really are, changing, interdependent, and as non-graspable as a vast empty void, like the cloudless azure sky on a crisp and beautiful autumn morn. which, although is tantalizing to the senses, cannot be grabbed or put in a box or stored away. There need not be any mystery nor any elaborate philosophizing, for during each inhalation, evolution has already equipped us to notice passively, vulnerably, and non-conceptually. And during each exhalation, we are already wired to insightfully relax, release, and flow. All that we have to do is step out of our own damn way and become the Buddhas we were born to be, like the nephew of a moisture farmer who becomes a Jedi Knight. Let us conclude with a simple call to action. This podcast will never have any advertisements, so support us monthly on PayPal and like us on your podcast service to help others find us just as you found us as well. If meditation has felt impossible, boring, or just out of reach, you are welcome to register for the next series of live online meditation class webinars that meet once a week.